Hey, hey, hey. I'm so glad you guys joined me today. Thank you for being here. I'm Angela Brown, and today I am here with Star Hansen. Today we have a really interesting topic for you, and it's a topic we've never talked about before. What? A topic we've never talked about before? It's true. It's called indications. And what are indications? How do we manage those from a decluttering, organizing, and then cleaning standpoint? Is that fair? Awesome. Well, one of the interesting things that I discovered, and this is because we did get a storage unit. And like I said, I've always been against storage units because it's giving yourself permission just to keep more stuff. And if you are in a transition period between one lifestyle to another, it's okay as long as you're aware that this is temporary and we're just not going to house stuff here for the next 20 years because we're too lazy to go through it or something.
I'm like the opposite of you, where yes, I'm not for like having storage units that you forget about. But I, as someone who's been a digital nomad and I often rent, furnished houses. So when I go places, because I live alone, I like smaller houses. And that doesn't
Mhm.
mean that I'm going to get rid of my memorabilia. So I will often, if my house doesn't have storage, I will rent a storage unit to store that stuff. But it's not like an out of sight, out of mind thing. I'm very conscious of what's in there. I'll have a basically like an inventory of what's in there,
Mhm.
my holiday stuff, my blah, blah, blah. You can make a case for getting rid of it, but I think if you do it like anything, if you do it mindfully, exactly like what you're doing, it makes it so beneficial to having a home that feels like you can breathe in it and having, like you guys are experiencing, a transition that doesn't feel painful or suffocating.
You talk about taking inventory, and I just signed up with an app on my phone. It's called Itemtopia. And I did a little bit of research before I bought the app. I think it's $80 a year, if you will. But what you can do is you just take a picture of everything as you're going through your home. And then you say, is this at the house or is this at the storage unit or is this at the new house or did I donate it or whatever? And so even the stuff that I was donating, I took a picture of it so that if my husband ever says, "Hey, where did this go?" Oh, we donated that. And now I know. And it's been really interesting because for me, I felt like that was going to save me. And I know $80 is a lot of money, but I felt like that would save me at least $80 worth of time going through drawers, going, "Hey, did we save this?" And opening up boxes in the storage unit and saying, "Where did I put that? Did we keep that? And where
Yes.
is that?" And us looking for something that either is still at the house or it no longer exists for us.
Yes, because
And
when you're living in transition, you need to have hands on where things are. Take your
Mm,
phone, turn the camera on, walk through your entire home, open every drawer. It might be a 10-minute video, but like walk through every single room, every cupboard, every cabinet, just like literally just it's a one-time thing. If your house burns down, you have a record of what was in the house. You can do pictures too, but it just depends on how overwhelming it gets for you. If you want to simplify, just turn on the video and walk around and then save it somewhere, put it on the cloud. But yeah, just allowing yourself that freedom of, okay, great, here's what's in here. And if you have a brain that loves structure and categorization, do exactly what you're doing. If you're watching or listening and it doesn't, that's okay. You can have a box ready to pack, take a picture of it, or just write it on all four sides, like kitchen, blender, da 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 da. Or I'll have people where we'll sit there with a laptop and we'll number the boxes, box number one, and then we'll type out an inventory of what's in there. There's so many ways to keep a handle on what you're moving and where it is without having it to be a giant project, but you want to find what works for you, exactly like what you're talking about.
well, you know what was really weird for me? And it was a weird process because as I was taking a picture of something, the moment of truth occurs. And I'm sitting here like, well, does it go to the storage unit? Does it stay or does it get donated? And as I'm taking a picture of it, to be truthful with you, some of the decisions that I made happened right on that radio box as I went to click on where does this go? And I was like, you know what? I really don't like that as much as I thought I did. I don't really know why I'm hanging on to it. I don't really know that I want to keep it. Why am I taking it to a storage unit when really I should be donating it? And I hit the donate pile and in the donate box it goes and we're done.
You know what? I love you describing this so much, Angela, because it's like, okay, so when I'm watching people organize, they'll start to organize. They come across something that feels stressful to them. So, what do you do when you come across something that's stressful? You set it down and you move on to the next thing, right? You keep moving through. And I'm like, always like, red flag. Red flag, you just put something down. There are some brain types that do need a minute to process, but I
Mhm.
like to try to have people make the decision immediately. But what you'll notice is if you don't let yourself set it down, if you let yourself just like, okay, I have to determine what I'm doing with this right now without the option to escape hatch,
Mhm.
then what you do is you start to realize, where does the rubber hit the road? What is not worth my time? Like, is this worth my time? No, it's not worth my time. I can get rid of all these because they're not that important to me. I'm not going to cry
Mhm.
if I can't find them. That becomes such a great bar for what we keep and what we get rid of.
I love the fact that we had this conversation today. And I love the fact that as I'm moving, I'm actually going through the workbook, The Ultimate Guide to the Move In, Move Out Cleaning. And
Yay.
what's inside here is a little checklist from every single room of your house. And one of the things that I've included in here for you is I've included not just how to clean the areas as you go, but I've included the personal protective equipment that you need and the cleaning supplies that you need and how to do it. And then when you check it off step by step, and this is for homeowners, this is not for professional house cleaners, this is for homeowners, and it's available on all of your online marketplaces. But one of the things is you do not have to hire then a professional house cleaning company if you do it as you go. Now, Star, you have to tell us about your book
Yes.
because this is the decluttering and the organizing that's going to help you before you do that clean.
So this is my baby. So why the F am I still not organized? You guys can get it for free if you want to download a copy of it. It's starhansen.com/podcast. I will give you a free copy for you to grab there. And this will tell you the 10 steps for how to get organized. It'll talk about the emotional things that are keeping the clutter stuck. It'll tell you what each room in your home symbolizes, and then how you can work with that energy to create a more powerful and empowered life for yourself. So it's available on Amazon and Audible and all the main places, but you can also get it at starhansen.com/podcast.